Team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick.
Spirit.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I am Shadow Shaman.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Life Stealer.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Slog.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
10.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Puck!
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Elder Titan.
Prepare for battle. Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
You are too slow.
Mine, right?
ensnared in fire.
Regeneration.
That was the reason a lot of teams were kind of abusing Elder Titan. He's still darn powerful though. That natural order does wonders in team fights. Earth Splitter, great follow-up after you have some initiation. And of course, if you can land an Echo Stomp, it makes for pretty good setup and follow-up as well. His problem though, his laning presence is just a bit lackluster, and we'll try and make do with that here as they have the Abaddon joining him, but double melee, I don't know, just not the strongest of offlanes. We see Lifestealer still racking up the last hits. He is 10-2, only a few behind that of the Slark. And, well, I guess Sedoy's grabbed a couple less hits of his own. He is 9-0, but it seems to be for Elder Titan Farm isn't the problem. He needs experience. You need those points in natural. Like I said, casting game 1 today from a different setup while LD uses the studio to finish WPC Ace. Sometimes we have events overlapping and we've got to make do, and, well, our scrub casters like Ozayori here sometimes forgets to turn on his mic. So that one's on me. That's my bad. Cheshire Cat doing well here in the off lane, 8-0, so still a few last hits behind the Elder Titan, but for Bat Rider, it's all about that experience, at least in the early phase. He won't be able to retreat to the jungle with a bunch of big stacks waiting for him. We see FNG on the Chen clearing out that big camp, as he well should. No big surprise there, but it does make things a little bit more difficult for the Bat Rider. And honestly, folks, I'm kind of hoping to catch this Hill Troll, because, boy, he just... he got a makeover. We'll see J4 as well as Moon try and initiate onto Elder Titan, but that's not happening. The cleanse from that Aphotic Shield making their lives a bit more difficult. Are there some Hill Trolls here? Oh, man. Oh, here we go, dude. Look at these Hill Trolls. Look at this legit model right now. He's got a better model than StarLadder, as someone was saying on Reddit the other day. All right, Cheshire cruising around trying to steal some experience here, and Yoel could actually be in a little bit of trouble. He's got himself haste and Firefly doing a lot of damage, brain sack him up, and Cheshire Cat, he'll be just fine, but Bane still enough HP that he'll go back to acceptable level of HP, and he's got 8 wand charges, so he'll be just fine. Pretty slow game to get things kicked off, though, just about to hit that 5-minute mark, and still no kills out on the board quite yet. Solo still holding his own just fine in the mid lane, and he's going for the scary build of Ember Spirit. 3 points in the Bola, 2 points in Sleight of Fist at level 5. This is what it's all about, folks. The magic point is level 3 Searing Chains at level 5. That's when you get that 3-second duration. That's when this spell gets particularly potent in terms of damage, and it also disables longer and gives Ember Spirit a much better opportunity to try and pick up a kill. And I'm glad to see more Embers finally making sense of this hero, not going for that icky Flame Guard first. I know some people think, but he's up against the Puck. That's all magic damage, and Flame Guard absorbs magic damage. You're right, but the combo of Sleight of Fist as well as Searing does so much more damage. Of course, I missed the first blood as I hopped him up. I don't know, look at that push. Oh boy, that Jesus. Rider gets picked off by the Slark in the top lane for this solo first blood, and that's my bad as well. Jesus, we're off to a slow start. Anyhow. Yeah, Flame Guard's no good. Yeah, you can survive magic damage, but it just neuters your damage output. And the power of Ember Spirit is your damage output to be able to pick up solo kills if your opponent missteps, and also just move around in the mid game and pick up kills. If you go the Flame Guard, you just don't do as much damage. Not that you can't kill people still. Ember Spirit is still a pretty ridiculous hero, but I think this is the build. This is the way to do it. And the real way to do it is to not miss first blood, so I do apologize for that, guys. Thought that push was going to be inbound. Bane has made a rotation down bottom, and it looks like PR will make a rotation as well. Scandal picks up the double damage rune. He is level 7, so of course Dream Coil is online, looking for some initiation down here, but they'll have their work cut out for him. Abaddon only level 4, they won't have to deal with a borrowed time, but oh my god, it just keeps getting worse, guys. I forgot to sign out of Steam as well. Oh god. Hashtag Zyori production in the morning. Hashtag Zyori in the morning. It's just a disaster. So the tier 1 tower taking some pressure. Scandal will start things off with the Dream Coil. Has himself a double damage rune. There's the shackle on the go back. He's already got the Aphotic Shield, and he will fall. A great first target to take down. Ember Spirit hop in. That's a double remnant. Easy bowl is coming out. That'll be a double kill onto J4 as well as FNG, and this push will be repelled. Infest comes out from Moon, and he's in big trouble now. Out comes Nightmare. Scandal still inbound with a double damage rune. And maybe overstepping his bounds. Will be forced to orb out. There's so much damage coming off this Ember Spirit. Puck falls to the wrath of the Bolus. Lifestealer gets cleaned up here as well. Rox.KIS just dominating this first team fight. Again, the power of the Ember Spirit. Now I'm so glad I brought up that Flame Guard build. If he had max Flame Guard there, he would have done crippling damage in that engagement. And, well, now Power Rangers in an obvious sticky situation. 1,000 Golden Experience League coming out for Rock. Already at the 8-minute mark as they just dominate that team fight. They trade their Abaddon for 4 members of Power Rangers. Bat Rider, the only one not to go down, and it's simply because he wasn't there. He'd already been picked off in the top lane, was trying to find some recovery farm. Now Solo in the mid, he's in a little bit of trouble, but is coming in as well. He'll be able to fire Remnant back. There's the ultimate and doesn't commit for J4. A little bit surprised, to be frank. He would have had a pounce up as well. One more auto attack may have been enough to finish off Shadow Shaman, but he'll let him survive. What's more important is this Ember Spirit does walk away. He's now got his power treads. He's got his phase boots. Why do I just make things up? They're phase boots, you silly. He's now level 8, picked up a regeneration rune. He'll be back to full health, full mana, and just cruising back to the mid lane. Look at that, one sleight of fist right there, and that take Puck down to about 75% HP. That is pure insanity. Alrighty. Still sucking down that morning coffee, folks. Trying to wake up as quickly as possible here. I'm actually only on 2 games this morning for StarLadder EU. I believe David Parker will be joining me for the next match, unless WPC continues to go super late. And it's actually not super late right now. If it goes super late, then yeah, we could have an issue on our hands, but I'm only on the first 2 games today, then I'll be taking a little break, and then I am on StarLadder North America coming up this afternoon, day 2 of the playoffs, to see who makes it to that LAN finals. Now, Sidoi, he is level 6 on this Elder Titan, has those arcane booties up, and he will be working towards what appears to be a mech, and no big surprise about that classic Elder Titan item right there. How's Moon doing on the Lifestealer? He's still our last hit leader with about 54 CS, but he's a little bit weak right now, given how much time he's had to farm. He has his phase boots with Venom. Looks like it will most likely be a recovery Midas, and he'll still get it in a pretty decent timing window, probably around 10:30, something like that, maybe the 11-minute mark by the time it's delivered. So not too shabby for the Lifestealer. The problem here is it's going to be a while before Lifestealer really comes online, and this Slark is already scary. He's got his power treads, he's got an Orb of Venom as well. He doesn't have too many other items going on. Oh, scratch that. He's got of a Claymore, working on that Shadow Blade, and there's just going to be this mid-game timing where Slark is really scary. They'll have this Ember Spirit who's already going ham, and he'll be hamming it up even more. And that's where I think PR are just going to be in some trouble. Chen nowhere close to a mech. He's probably going to go Arcane Boots first. They won't be able to push too much, and PR, it's going to be all about minimizing their losses in the next 10-15 minutes before this Lifestealer really comes online, before their Bat Rider gets his Blink Dagger. But this is part of the problem with running a Blink Dagger alongside a dedicated jungler like this Chen. FNG's been farming, but he's just taking all the big creeps. Usually Bat Rider can farm up top and then come into the jungle and retreat to a nice triple or 4 stack here, maybe a double stack here, maybe you get some mud golems and it's a little unfortunate, but you can make a huge recovery. Now he just simply can't do that. He's level 8, still doesn't have the Blink Dagger, and that's harboring a lot of the aggression that this Bat Rider was really looking to put out right now. He will rotate to top lane, perhaps looking for a lasso onto Sveta, aka BZZ. Bane is up here as well, also level 6, so Bat Rider needs to be a little careful. If he gets caught inside this Fiend's grip, he will be in big doo-doo. Nice use with these flame breaks though, and will harass back the Slark as well as the Bane. Sucking it down, you heard it right. So Go Black holding steady in the mid lane now, very close to level 6. First awards will be used for the first time at the 11.5 minute mark, and it will be on that tier 1 tower mid, but they'll get repelled, double damage rune out on Solo, and they'll just clean up these wards. That'll end up being a nice little gold bounty going the way of Rox.KIS. Hard to say if half damage on a tier 1 tower is worth feeding all that gold. Kind of a toss-up. It was a good push, so a good bit of damage. They will be able to push that tower easily with the next set of Serpent wards. But still, you don't want to give that Ember Spirit any more money than he already has. Working towards his Drum of Endurance now. Cheshire Cat grabs himself a regeneration rune in the bottle. Almost gets put in the nightmare by the Bane, as we saw right there, but he does fall. Will survive. Some space getting created in the top lane, and BZZ just pressured this tier 1 tower. He does force out a glyph. Cheshire Cat makes a rotation. We see the pings coming out, and Rox.KIS are looking for a Bat Rider sandwich. Bat Rider will go ahead and grab his Blink Dagger, but it needs to be delivered. Mad Bomber, oh no, he'll walk right into him. He gets sheep there. The Fiend's Grip out on the J4, and he's in big trouble. The Fiend's Grip will get interrupted with a Flame Break, but now Solo joining the party. See you later, Bat Rider. That'll be a 2-for-0 going the way of Rox.KIS. This top tier 1 tower, fair game. Moon joining the party, but he needs to be careful. This is a 4v1 right now, still waiting for Puck to rotate his way up. They'll be forced to watch this tower fall. Ember Spirit grabs the last hit. Nightmare onto Moon. The pounce, it does leash. Rage comes out already. There's the Dream Coil from Puck, but it's just not enough damage. It's a 4v2 right now. Moon taking heavy damage. He falls to the Sleight of Fist. Scandal still alive, but perhaps not for long. It'll be a 3-for-0 and a tower. This Emperor is just out of control, ladies and gentlemen. 5-0-2 at only 13 minutes in. Harassing back the Puck once more. Rox.KIS looking like they may just run away. Game number 1, 1,500 gold, just about 1,000 experience going the way of our dire side. Now, PR are finding more efficient around the map. It'll jump up to even 3,000, 2,000 now as the grass update. We see that it was actually zeroed out after that early lead Rox.KIS picked up, and that's because of the junglers, Chen as well as Bat Rider, finding a lot more efficiency in the jungle, and Rox.KIS really aren't utilizing all of these camps and have all of that money just hiding in the trees. But Slark, he's looking to get frisky. He's level 10. He's got himself a Shadow Blade, and he is hungry. Gonna give it to him? That's the question. Already, PowerRangers doing a 5-man rotation to the mid lane. Cheshire Cat wants to show off that new Blink Dagger. He's got a surprise inside, and this life will be an Infest Bomb ready to rock and roll. Scandal, almost level 9, doesn't have himself the Blink Dagger. Did go Power Treads and Magic Wand first, but here we go. Could the initiation be coming out? Nope, I thought Slark was doing a wraparound, but I got confused, alright? I thought Scandal was the Slark. He's got an Invisibility Rune, and there's a big item for Rox.KIS. Based on how aggressive these teams have been so far, actually they haven't been that aggressive. Based on this little bit of team fighting, this mech is going to be a good call, as we see PowerRangers already grouping up. You need to be a little bit careful here, Sven. He'll force out the Serpent Wards. Oh no, J4! Not the right place to use those babies. In come the Sleight of Fist Bolus, does a lot of damage to the Shadow Shaman, but at these early levels you can't use the wards like that. Chen will get picked off. That means there's going to be no all heal for this fight. PowerRangers in big trouble. They're Lasso, the Infest Bomb as well. Moon doing a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. Abaddon sustain helping out quite a bit. Bat Rider does fall. Mechs are even used. They'll finish off J4. That'll be a 3-for-0. A triple kill coming out for Go Black on the Abaddon. And now it's even worse for PowerRangers. You simply can't use the wards like that. The one last ditch effort. Oh my god, it's Slark! Put the wards down! It just isn't the way to do it. You have to get kills on key heroes. You have to knock down towers. And anytime you see those wards come down, that's a sign for Rox.KIS that, hey, you know what, we can just back out right here. We don't have to pick up any kills. This is already a win. That prevents you guys from knocking down towers easily, and we know it harbors your damage output as well. They didn't even have to back out. They had the mech advantage. They had much more sustain and just much more damage as well. Chen getting picked off. No Hand of God. He still doesn't have his mech complete. Rox.KIS using this momentum just to further their lead. About a 4,000 gold and experience lead for our dire side, and it's not over yet. FNG in the mid lane. This time he'll use the all heal. Solo gets put inside of a Hex, but it's just not enough. Abaddon picks up that kill on the Chen. We'll see the Bat Rider blink away. Mech popped on the dire side. Scandal forced to retreat into the base. See you later, Shadow Shaman. He gets obliterated by the Slark. That's another 2-for-0 going the way of Rox.KIS. Solo hopping forward. Bolas, they come out on the Cheshire Cat. The dot will break Nightmare, but look at the damage coming out. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lanta. That's an Astral Spirit into a Brain Sap, into some Fire Remnants. It's just too much damage. 14-1, 16 minutes in. There you go. GG. Well played, Power Rangers. They've had enough. And Rox.KIS will dominate our first game of the day. 14-1, 16 minutes in. That is, well, the power of the Ember Spirit, if you ask me. Rox.KIS did well all around. They had good rotations. They took a solid team fight, but Ember Spirit, he was the one doing the deeps. He picked up a lot of momentum. He ended that game 6-0-7. He was the playmaker, as I pointed out, all about that sleight of fist, fiery bola combo.